So with this session, you're going to see me continue to try to get back into deadlifting, which is it's a little slower to get back into training for pulling when I really took some time off of it from it before my meet recently, and then of course it's taking longer to get back into it. I just don't do it as often. I only do it once a week. So this is like my real second real session pulling, and you can see it in this first set because I walked into it kind of just not feeling incredibly confident about the mechanics or myself. I honestly was thinking I'm not an incredible fan of pulling for lots of reps. I just don't like it. And 4 reps, my sets today were 4 reps. That's not bad, but it's still like ugh. Like 3 and below, I'm really happy to do. And then you start to get above that, and I'm like, no, ew, gross. So I walked into this and I had like no confidence, and I didn't have a very happy look on my face in that the end of that set there. But watch the difference here. On the second set, I'm like, yes, screw you. I am going to just rip the hell out of this thing. I'm going to go a lot faster, or try to. So the second set was like a lot better. And frankly, the rest of them ended up pretty much being a lot better. I just kind of woke up, or maybe I just kind of figured out what I was doing better with these. So one thing about this, as I got back into it, as I felt better about doing it, is that I really experimented with controlling the bar when it hit the ground. I don't want that to be confused with controlling the bar on the way down to the ground. I never do that. I can't imagine doing that. Okay, yeah, the bar doesn't roll off somewhere like 3 feet away from me because I do have my hands on it as it goes down to the ground. But I do not resist it on the way down. And anybody who does that, like, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be doing your work sets for conventional deadlift that way, like you're asking for it. But that said, what I tried to do is once that bar hit the ground, I kept my hands on it in a more controlled way, maybe kind of even pushed into the ground a little bit to keep that bar set where I needed it to be. So then I could really feel like things were. Oh, I didn't edit this, did I? Okay, we get to watch me. I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Okay. We get to, sorry about this. We're going to watch me set up. We're going to watch me put my belt on and set up. And I'm psyching myself up for this poll that we're going to do here. I mean, usually I don't include this, but you can see, and here I am, I'm thinking. I just kind of pause and stand there and think before the set. And, I think I'm gearing up for my third set here. I do a lot of gearing up. I'm going to admit I do. And it's not the kind where I'm like, running around yelling at myself, getting really hyper, getting really aggressive. That just is not how I do things most of the time. Every once in a while, I have the ability to channel a lot of anger into the lift. I do this thing too, where I really arch out as I'm standing in front of the bar, and I think that just prepares me to try to make sure that my back is as neutral as possible, which it isn't. It does round a little bit as I'm working in what is 85% of my max territory for sets of multiple reps. So you want to prime yourself to have a good, nice, neutral spine. But if you round through the thoracic area a little bit as you're doing sets, whatever, man, I walk away from these deadlift sessions feeling great. I woke up this morning because I'm recording this the day after I did the session. I felt really good. So if I'm not injured, then don't worry about me. You can go tell somebody else that they're doing something wrong with their deadlifting. So here we go. I kind of worked up to doing this set, and it's another one where the speed is good, where if you watch it, I'm trying to control what happens when it hits the floor. You can see my arms. I can really see difference. I need to go and look at some other video, but I can see that I'm making this effort to just make that thing stay put when it hits the floor. Don't let that bar roll around when you're done with a rep. And because what I've identified is when I have to roll it around, I roll it into myself, which makes me rock back in my heels, which is good. But then the momentum of that pushes, I kind of end up rocking forward, which is bad. So that bar needs to not kind of throw me around. I need to keep control of it. God, I did not edit this or something. Sorry. Oh, there's the ever present adjustment of the shorts. Man, I might have to go back and edit this. Okay, so geez, all right, where are we here? So we're gonna get to speed polls. I promise. I guess I just did a terrible job. I'm gonna unload things. I did a terrible job of editing this one. Final Cut Pro and I don't always get along, and this is one of the times that's Kyle turning off the camera actually. Okay, so here's a bunch of sets of me doing speed pulls. And I had, sorry about the camera angle, but you know, that's kind of the way it had to go in the gym at that point. So you're going to stare at my hands, making their little shadow puppet movements, which is what they do before I deadlift. So my intent with this is just to pull as fast as possible. Now I'm fatigued from my work sets. And that's not really an excuse for not pulling as fast as possible, because I mean, oh my god, this is like, it was 160. It's like I don't even know. That's not even a warm up. I mean, I don't warm up with 160. I do usually like 135, 185, carry on from there. So, you know, the intent with these is just to like, you know, really sub maximal weight and work on making your kind of your seat, I like to call it like a speed system, just like fire like crazy. And this is something I'm terrible about. If you watch Kyle do speed pulls, it is scary. It's like, and you're in real time, you're not watching this in video, so you know that what you're seeing is not somebody being sped up in, you know, on the camera frame. He just moves that fast. I like to think that maybe sometimes I do move that fast through these where it looks like the frame rate is being sped up in the video, but like it's not, you know, it's not that great. I am not an explosive lifter. Anyway, there you go. That's the video for today, and thanks for watching.